Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Pre-Market News and Views by InTheMoneyStocks. Today is December 16, 2016. My name is Nick Santiago. Thank you all for tuning in this morning. Looking at the S&P 500 E-mini futures, you're going to see that the futures are trading higher by 4.25 points to 2267 and 3/4 per contract. All in all, the markets are higher again this morning. We'll see how today plays out. Today is a Friday. Generally on a Friday, we look for a flat to slightly positive market. Rarely do we get heavy selling, but this is an overbought market, and today you do have quadruple witching options expiration taking place. So the end of the day will be a little bit erratic. You're going to get some rebalancing in a lot of the different indexes, and a lot of portfolios will get shifted. So again, just be aware of that. You'll have some wild action going into the closing bell today. Volume will get a little bit heavy going into the closing bell, but for the most part, I think on a holiday time frame, what we're going to see is probably some good action in the first hour. Then the market goes into sleep mode until the end of the trading day. But in the meantime, let's focus on some possible day trades. First stock we're going to look at today is Adobe. ADBE is the ticker symbol here. Stock right now is trading at 106.20. They reported earnings last night after the closing bell. Stock closed at 105.10, so we are upticking about $1 here. I really don't see a lot of upside for Adobe. Can it get to 107.50 or so? I think that's a possibility. I really just don't see it getting much higher than that. So keep this on the radar today for pattern. But all in all, there's not a whole lot we're looking to do with Adobe at the moment. When I look at this chart right now, and I look really at the daily chart, what I see is just a ton of resistance right here going into this red bar. So again, I really just don't see a lot of upside on Adobe, but we'll see what it gives us. Could give us some good day trading opportunities. And again, if you want to day trade alongside of us, take that 7-day free trial to the intraday stock chat room. You'll see everything that we are doing there. Next one on my list is going to be Oracle. ORCL is the ticker symbol. Yesterday, the stock closed at $40.86. If we take a look at it this morning, what you'll see is that we are trading at $39.83. So Oracle is trading down this morning. All in all, when I look at this one, I have to think you probably are hitting a little bit of support here, but your best bet for support on this stock, in my opinion, is probably around 37.40. So if it got down to 37.40, I think there is a play there on an intraday basis for a scalp trade or a day trade. Keep that level on the radar. 37.40 is what I have. Next up, we want to take a look at Honeywell. This stock is getting hit pretty good this morning. Stock closed at 116.34. It did trade all the way down to 106 briefly. Now it's back to 113.56. Still a decent haircut for Honeywell. It looks like they had weak guidance for 2017. All in all, when I look at this name though, if it got down to around the 107 level, I would be a buyer there. So keep this on the radar. It gets down to 107. That is a spot where I like Honeywell if it does get down there. And you can see it got there in the pre-market briefly, and then it rebounded back up. So if it does re-challenge the 107 level, that's a spot I like. Until then, there's not a lot I would do at this point in time, but we'll look at the pattern once the opening bell rings in the intraday stock chat room. Let's take a look at Jabil Circuits. JBL is the ticker symbol. Stock right now is trading at 23.80, closed at 21.57. This company reported earnings last night after the closing bell. This is a really good move for Jabil. Again, a ton of resistance at $24. So very little upside left in this name. If you own it, trail the stop loss. If you do not own it, I would not be buying it up here at these levels. Again, it's at the high end of its range. So again, be a little bit careful, but trail the stop loss. Maybe, seasonality pushes it up a little bit higher if you own it. But if you don't own it, you really just can't chase it up here at this point in time. It's really nearing its max move, which would be around the $24 area. Next up, we want to take a look at Finisar. FNSR is the ticker symbol. I'm not really sure of the news here, but this stock is trading at 31.10, closed at 32.72. It was a little bit overbought just a few days ago, but it has been pulling back. A level that would interest me in this name would be around 29.50. So if the stock gets down to 29.50, there could be a play there, but check out the news because I have not done so. Let's take a look at GPOR, which is Gulf Energy. The stock is trading at 21.75, closed at 23. So this is a pretty good sell-off. There looks to be some support around the $20 area. That's a double bottom low going all the way back to December of 2014. So again, watch GPOR around the $20 area. There should be support around that level. There are a couple notable upgrades and downgrades. The downgrade I'm seeing here that's notable is Nordstrom, JWN. The stock was sold off yesterday. It is being sold off further today. So we'll be watching this one for potential levels. Nothing I would do with it yet. Let's see if it shakes out a little bit more. I'll try to look at this one a little bit closer. And I did notice Autodesk, ADSK, catching a pretty good pop this morning on an upgrade. And let's take a look at that one. Autodesk right now trading at 78.92. This was upgraded this morning. I did see it a little bit higher in the pre-market. This is showing nothing right now, so keep that one on the radar. Again, that has upside to around 82 bucks, no more than that. All right, let's switch gears here a little bit. Let's go into the gold market. Gold got hammered to the downside yesterday. Today, gold futures are trading up a little bit by about $6.40 to $1,136.30 an ounce. Look at the GLD today. You'll see that trading at 108.12. GLD is a good gold trading ETF. Next up, we're going to take a look at crude oil. Crude oil is trading up by 44 cents a barrel to $52.41. When you look at the USO, which is a good oil ETF, what you'll see here is this is trading at $11.42, up from $11.36 on the close yesterday. So oil's upticking. Gold is upticking, and we have the dollar for the most part down ticking ever so slightly, but the dollar went on a tear yesterday. Today it's just pulling back ever so slightly. So again, we're gonna have to watch all of this and more today, and we'll see what how today's market finishes up, and the closing prices will tell us a lot more going into the weekend. With that being said, everybody, if you want to trade alongside of us, come on over, take the 7-day free trial to the intraday stock chat room. You'll see everything that we are doing there. With that being said, have a great trading session, and we'll see you on the charts.